A 2.5 point favorite? I mean, you're kidding me. I know the line moves, but my goodness, Clemson was a 9.5 point favorite just a couple of days ago, and now they're only a 2.5 point favorite. It's getting fun. It's getting really interesting. We're going to dive right in here in just a moment. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're hanging out with me on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning. So if you're new to the channel, I hope you will subscribe. I'm getting close to 8,000 subscribers. And for a 3-year-old channel that wasn't started, obviously in 2010, back when you could have a squirrel eating a lollipop, you could take a video of it and automatically get 50,000 subscribers. Those days are long gone, my friend. So that I have almost 8,000 subscribers in a 3-year period, I'm happy. I'm thankful for it. And I appreciate you all subscribing. If you want to join the almost 8,000 and subscribing and support independent media, I hope you'll subscribe. It is free. I do appreciate it. Now, real quick, before I dive into this, I want to make a very, very quick statement about something. Today's 24 years ago was 9/11, and it lets me know I'm old because I had just graduated high school, a few months before. It was anyway. I was 18. I was 18. That's what I'm trying to say, and so it's easy, especially for younger people, to forget about that day. So I'm not trying to make some big thing to try to act like a good person here, but that is a big deal in American history. And then yesterday, something just absolutely terrible happened. And I'm just going to say this. This is a football channel. This is a football channel. College football is supposed to be an escape. NFL football, though they don't allow it to be, supposed to be an escape from the everyday life. But I just want to say this, and I want to be very clear that what happened yesterday wasn't far from okay. And it also lets me know that anytime someone speaks a truth and they'll have a conversation, there's a lot of people who wants to shut that up. So I told someone yesterday, I said, people who are willing to have conversations and willing to speak truth, they really don't fare well in this life. And so I just want to say this. I'm not making this political. I'm not making this anything. I'm just saying, even right down to sports, let's be willing to have a conversation and know that we could walk away from that conversation disagreeing. But just taking someone out because you disagree with them, that's a crappy move. That's a crappy move. So, all right, let's talk about football. All right, let's talk about football. Clemson, about 2 weeks ago at this time, had so much expectation. And you're like, why? Why did they have that expectation? Because of the returning players that they have. Because of hires like Tom Allen and Matt Luke over the past few years. And that is a logical way to approach football. If you have the pit crew, and I'm using a racing analogy here for some of you. Some of you'll get this. Some of you are like, I don't care. But if you have the pit crew, you have the race car. You should be able to win the race or finish in the top 5. You really should. And we see this all the time in different styles of racing, Formula One, NASCAR, etc. Clemson has the pit crew. Clemson has the car. But they're not finishing. Heck, they're not even winning some stages. So as I look at this and I think about this is just, it's tough to watch because you know that Clemson does have the pieces. It's just not coming to fruition. And now we have this infighting of it's Garrett's fault. No, Cade missed 4 passes against LSU, and that's the reason we lost. um, this and that and everything. Folks, at the end of the day, Clemson, compared to other schools, has so many more pieces than so many other schools as a whole that they should win the Troy game. And no disrespect to Georgia Tech. I have a lot of respect for Brent Key, what he's done down there. To coach at Clemson's actually an easier job than to coach at Georgia Tech. I'm not taking a shot at Coach Sweeney or anyone on his staff, but it is. There are jobs that when you take that job, you know it's tougher to coach at that place than it is to coach at that place. Period. Because of academic requirements, because of a lack of history, because the history that you do have is far back in history. It's not recent. And that's the truth. But Clemson should win this game by personnel, hands down. And they're only a 2.5-point favorite. So in a 2-week period, people could forgive them for the LSU game. They could look at them and say, yeah, we're going to turn a blind eye to a lack of creativity at times on the offense. Yes, they got I have some of you telling me, Brian, you're wrong. The offensive play calling is totally fine. Maybe on LSU, but I've got you on Troy. I do. Second half, not the second half. Third quarter, they did make a change. They went tempo. Well, Brian, that's just tempo. Well, that's a change in the strategy. And I have one question to ask you. Did it work? It did. And then it went away. So here's my point. I don't care if it's a strategy thing. I don't care if Cade has missed some passes here or there. Whatever the reason, some things need to be adjusted. Because that Georgia Tech, again, a team who's much improved, who has a really good coach, has probably the best workhorse of a college football quarterback. What I mean by that is he's willing to do anything to win. He will sacrifice his body like no one else. That is his lot in life as a football player. There is not a tougher quarterback out there who will sacrifice their body than Haynes King. And if there is, please show me. I would seriously, I'm not being a jerk here. I would like to see that person because I can't think of anyone else than Haynes King. We got these $8 million quarterbacks going out there running out of bounds, and they do a brisk walk back to the sidelines and make sure that it looks cool enough, and they just went 3 and out. And while they're on the sidelines, they're texting their agent going, hey, can you get me a few more $1 million? I need it. It's like, bro, you're in week 2 and you look like garbage. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it's a thing that's going on. I don't know. And by the way, this fourth pair of headset that I have, I just don't like it. Can you get me another one for free? That's it. By the way, when's the earliest I can hit the transfer portal? That's what we see. Haynes King's not that guy. So it's just interesting to see this game with Clemson, and in 2 weeks in, but I'm telling you, that Troy game did a lot to the perception of Clemson football. And no, they are not a terrible team, but let's not overhype them, okay? Let's not overcorrect. We as human beings, we have this weird thing where we overcorrect. I use this example all the time. You're driving down the road, and you know the air conditioning is on full blast, the coldest temperature you can set, and it's like, you know what? I'm a little cool. Could we kind of adjust that? And then all of a sudden, someone reaches over there and turns it full blast, full heat. And it's like, I didn't ask for that. I just asked for an adjustment. It's not either way over here, way over there. Let's just try to get this comfortable. That's what we do, folks. It doesn't make sense. Troy is not a bad football team, but they are not a great football team. They're not great. Are they as – oh, let's go through – let's do a head-to-head comparison. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee real quick. All right, semi-delicious. Head-to-head. Is Troy better than Tennessee? Nope. Is Troy better than LSU? Nope. Is Troy better than Alabama? Nope. Is Troy better than Georgia? Nope. Is Troy better than Oregon? Nope. Is Troy better than Penn State? Nope. Is Troy better than FSU? Nope. Is Troy better than Florida? Nope. Is Troy better than Ohio State, if I hadn't said that already? Nope. Is Troy better than Georgia Tech? Nope. Is Troy better than Auburn? Don't think so. Is Troy better than Miami, if I hadn't said that already? Nope. Is Troy better than Texas A&M? Nope. Is Troy better than Notre Dame? Nope. Is Troy better than Louisville? Nope. Let's stop playing that game. Let's stop overhyping them just because they've played us really well twice in a 9-year period. They're not a bad football team, but let's not overcorrect. And that's the reason why people are looking at the talent that Clemson has versus the performance. And I know what Coach Swinney has said about the 2016 team. Folks, I ain't getting the 2016 vibes here. I'm just not. Could be wrong. And listen, I will gladly be wrong. I will gladly be wrong. Clemson's only a 2.5 point favorite, and that lets us know that the media and the perception of Vegas, people who were betting, they don't believe. And I hate to say this, as much as I hate to say this about a team that I grew up in that area, in goodness sakes, went over and saw my mom, took her out for a birthday, and we were eating in the Clemson area. I was seeing, there was the stadium in the background. I could see it. I grew up in that area. That's home to me. But I hate to say it, Clemson's earned every bit of it. There's some criticism that you receive that's just from people who don't like you. No matter how well you do what you do, no matter how much success that you have, no matter how much integrity you accomplish your goals, they'll never like you. People like to call them haters. I get sick and tired of using these little terms and stuff like that, or they're being salty. Yeah, it just gets old. But there is criticism that you earn. There is doubt that you create. Clemson will beat the Wake Forest of this world. They will beat the Syracuse of this world. But if a team has a pulse and their coaching staff is using Clemson as a chance to prove that they can scheme against a recent history, really good football team, Clemson's probably losing that football game. And we got to ask ourselves, why? Why is it? Hopefully, the Clemson Tigers wins this ball game in Atlanta. Because if they don't, it's going to be interesting in Clemson. I mean, we're seeing 23. We'd be seeing 2023 and kind of in a replay again potentially. But hopefully, let's get to the game on Saturday. Let's hope that they're going to run tempo. I read where Coach Swinney said something. If I understood what he said, and something I read this morning, try to go a little faster. That worked very well for you Saturday when you went faster. Stop slowing it down. Go fast. Go fast until it doesn't work anymore. Make them stop it. Don't stop you. Go fast. get some misdirection going. Have we done a sweep all season? I don't think we've done a sweep, and we have speed. I'd take a sweep to Cole Turner right now. I'd take it right now. I'd take a sweep to shoot. Get one of the rally cats over there. Run a sweep with her. So anyway, folks, I have another channel, another college football podcast, another channel, another college football podcast. I actually previewed South Florida at Miami. What was that other game? Georgia and Tennessee. The lines moved on it. Yes, lines move once you get closer to the game, but it's just interesting how much it's moved. Go check out those. Videos. The link is below. If you want to support on a monthly basis, you can hit the join button. And $3 or $5 per month. I made it really affordable. You're like, what's the difference between the $3 and $5 tier? $2. If you like what I'm doing, I hope you'll support. Let's get in the comment section. I'm going to make this fast. Oh, goodness. Love. Will, man, good to see you. Kevin, Rip Charlie Kirk. Yep. Yeah, I'm bummed out too. Rip Charlie. Saddened. May there. Yep, me too. Chase, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. He's one of the members, y'all. He does it. And if I've overlooked anyone else who is, please forgive me. It used to highlight on the old software I used who was a monthly member. On this software, it doesn't. So I'm sorry. That's if I appreciate it. Go Tigers. Benjamin, hey, God bless you and your family. John Thomas, may there to you. They're a supporter on a monthly basis. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Rustastic, good morning. So glad I found this channel. Everything I know about Clemson, I learned right here. Right now, I'm a bit disappointed. Help me out here. Hey, listen. Tennessee just got to come out swinging against Georgia. This is a really good opportunity for y'all to do it. It's in Knoxville. Your defense, most of them is returning. The biggest thing is just going in and looking at Georgia. And it's kind of like you did Alabama. Stop looking at the jersey and look at the team and just beat them. Let me see. Angie Ledbetter, good to see you. Good to see you in here. She's good. She's a good Georgia fan. Talks a lot of trash. I know it's football season when Angie shows up because she's running that mouth. It's good to see you in here, Angie. Glad you're here. Yo, Brian Gator Hater, good to see you. Tiger Tom's in here. Good to see you, my man. I think GT has this one. Let me see. After serving for over 22 years in the military mixed with Army and Marines, thankful that I made it, but bend a knee for those that gave the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, buddy. I appreciate your service, pal. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Jaden Butler, whatever we did in the third quarter versus Troy, let's just keep doing that. Yeah, amen. Why not? Why overthink this? I'm telling you, people overthink things. Sometimes you just go, all right, let's go fast. What? Let's go fast. Well, that's not really a strategy. Well, all this drawing on the whiteboard over here, it ain't working. Thinking about everything. Tristan Lee, by the way, is hurt. Tristan Lee is hurt, and Khalil Barnes is hurt. So that's why you didn't see Khalil, I think, this past Saturday at all. Let me see. Dang, I'm late. Good to see you, Timmy B. Bombs away, holding nothing back, not going to build confidence, running up the middle. I like you. I like that. Good to see you. I like you too, Jeff Laughlin. I was mean to say I like that and said I like you and then corrected myself, but I do like you. It's good to see you, Jeff Laughlin. Tristan, we need another Tyler from Spartanburg. You lose Saturday, there'll be 4 or 5 Tylers texting in. Let me see. Clemson playing bad. This is what BK loves. Last month it was natties and all roses. Good to see you, Ruby Ridge. Good to see you in here. Big John, supporter of the channel. Can you imagine the money dumped on GT with 9.5 points? A lot. Angie said, love your channel. All right, folks. The Georgia-Tennessee, for you, Angie, the Georgia-Tennessee preview, where I just really talked about the game. I didn't go into some in-depth analysis. I know who they have. But what it all comes down to is a mental block for Georgia and Tennessee. Go check out that video, Angie. It's about Georgia. Check it out in this new channel that I have. And then, folks, I'm going to be releasing, if I can get it edited and sent out in time. I talked about Vanderbilt in South Carolina. That preview will be coming up on another college football podcast. That's a very interesting game. That's a very interesting game because South Carolina is finding out that when you lose a bunch of defensive players, it actually matters. Like a who's who other than Dylan, Stewart, and Cisse, they lost a ton of them, like a ton of their defense, and nobody talked about it. It was just like Lenora Sellers and Dylan Stewart. By the way, Lenora Sellers, incredible workhorse. I would say he and Haynes King are about the same. The thing with Haynes King and Lenora Sellers, though, you put pressure on them, take the run away, they throw high. They both throw high. So maybe that's a key here. So anyway, Ruby Ridge, relax. We got the coal train. Yeah, you got it, man. You got it. Faster we go, the less time Cade has to think. I do think he thinks too much. And someone left a comment on the channel that said yesterday that said, I think he's going out there playing, trying to live up to something versus just going out there and playing. When you think too much, it's going to cost you, folks. It's going to cost you. I gave the example yesterday. I have a 9-year-old. He's been playing flag football. And the number one thing I teach him, do what you know to do. And if you don't know what to do in that moment, come to me and we'll talk about it. It's like, what do I do? And then we address it, we practice it. And then when you go back out into the game, you step back and you say, okay, ooh, I'm experiencing, what I used to not know what to do. I've said that really poorly. Now I do know what to do. So now it's just applying it. So he's got to stop thinking and he's just got to start playing. So you're reacting. If you're not reacting, but you're stopping to think, you mess up every time.